Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm called the Big Game Hunter because I've been hunting down leaders and staff for organizations for more than 40 years. Now, today I want to talk with you about the importance of diversity in your workforce and how the unintended biases, the subtle opinions that people develop over the course of time are so brutal to hiring exceptional talent. Now, let me give you a couple of examples from my own history. And understand, I've been doing recruiting for 40 years, so I'm going to give ancient biases. Ancient biases were that women in IT, for example, were not particularly competent. So firms were reluctant to interview women in IT back in the early 70s because they weren't as good as the men. And besides, they go out and get pregnant. It's ridiculous, but that's the way it was. Maybe in some organizations that's gone underground even more, but that's not the norm. And the result was, there was an all-male, white, American-born world of IT professionals who were in their hiring and either looking for other men like themselves, or occasionally you get the requirement from a firm that I never took, but you get the message loud and clear that what they really wanted was a cute skirt. You know what I mean? Thank goodness that's long since disappeared in most firms, and the exceptions to that aren't worth noting. They are exceptions, thank goodness. And if I'm wrong, women, please send me a message or put a comment there. Please correct me if you have a completely different impression. That's the sense that I get in my recruiting experience. But where it shows up much more obviously today is the number of departments that hire like people to work in their organization, like nationalities, less so gender, although men in some of these nationality groups are clearly more advantaged than women. Now, for you as a hiring professional, whether you're a business owner, a hiring manager, an HR professional, you need to kind of look around your organization and ask yourself honestly, why is it that there are 5 people in that department, all from one nation, working in that group? Or 5 white guys all working in that one group? How is it that there were no other types of individuals that were capable of working there? Now, I know that the normal rationale that people give is we want to work with people who we're comfortable with. But that's the subtle way that bias presents itself these days. What's more important to you is getting the right skills. And you can't convince me that there are people with a different background that didn't have the right skills to do that job. It's just you because of the insular nature of how you were raised, or the schools that you went to, or whatever it is, the neighborhoods that you live in now. You're more comfortable with one nationality, one gender, one age group, or another. Now, if you're young, you can't convince me that an older worker is incompetent. If you're an older worker, you can't convince me a younger worker that there aren't exceptional younger workers that can do many of the jobs that you're trying to hire for. If you're someone from the U.S., you can't convince me that someone from China, India, or Pakistan is incapable, and vice versa. If you're from China, you can't convince me that an American U.S.-born worker, that's the way I'll define that, U.S.-born worker, or someone from India or Pakistan or the Middle East or Israel is incompetent to do your job. It's just when you use your tiebreakers, when you use non-standard questions as part of your interview, you're imposing bias on the process that's going to interfere with you getting another qualified individual into your group who may think a little bit differently and spur you on that much more. And that's often what organizations need. They don't need more yes people. They don't need conformity. They need someone who could shake it up. And I say that from the experience of looking at job descriptions. How many job descriptions talk about team players? It's ridiculous. Who really needs a team player? What you need are more people like Larry Ellison and Steve Jobs, people who can look at a situation, critique it beautifully, shake things up, and use their vision to inspire an organization to incredible success. That's the miss that most organizations have. You're too busy wanting to hire conformity and not busy enough looking for people who will challenge the status quo and spur an organization to exceptional success. So this is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, with more no BS hiring advice. I hope you found today's video helpful and caused you to look around a little bit and notice some of the uniformity in your organization. If you're watching on YouTube and you found this interview helpful, please click the like button that's down below. Let people know that you like this video. If you're watching on my website, the address is thebiggamehunter.net. While you're there, you can sign up for a complimentary subscription to my e-zine, which is No BS Hiring Advice. I publish it monthly with advice for employers, HR professionals, hiring managers, that's designed to help you make even better hiring decisions. There's also more articles, I should say, there are articles that I've curated that are available through my website, plus others that I've written as well, that will help you make even better hiring choices. I also want to remind you that if you try to hire someone now, please send me an email at the address below. Let me know when and how to contact you. I'd love to help you with staffing. This is Jeff Altman. Hope you have a great day. Take care.